5 seconds. Dear President, ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to be here today amidst you all on this happy occasion when this educational institution is celebrating its golden jubilee. This institution has completed its 50 years of glorious and useful service in the field of education. I am told that this institution was started by the efforts of a few enterprising educationists at a time when there were no schools or colleges anywhere near, and the children had to be sent to far off places for even secondary and higher education. The honest and sincere efforts of those great men of learning who have worked hard to build this institution are not with us today, but their guiding spirit appears to be hovering round in these premises, leading the present authorities in a right path. A beginning was made in starting a primary and secondary school in two small buildings by the pioneers 50 years ago, and now the institution has grown from strength to strength to a gigantic dimension. Now there are high schools, colleges of science, arts, and commerce, teacher training schools, and colleges. It has a number of branch institutions in the neighboring rural areas also, catering to the needs of the student population. An institution of this nature requires enormous financial resources for its smooth and efficient working, whereas private sector educational institutions collect funds much more than is needed and have earned a bad reputation as money squeezers. This institution has not followed this bad example of collecting funds as donations, building funds, textbooks, and the like on various pretexts. But the unique feature of this institution is that the students are not charged any extra fees other than what has been prescribed by government. Most of the students who are really poor and deserving are given free ships and scholarships. It is a happy thing to note that our country is known for philanthropic persons who have championed the cause of education by donating liberally to educational institutions. The institution is being financed by such liberal minded persons. It has also built up huge funds, and the annual interest arising out of this deposit is sufficient to manage the organization. The entire extent of land on which more than a dozen schools and colleges are located and the surrounding vast playgrounds give a beautiful picture of the campus. And I am told that the entire land has been donated by one of the founders of this institution. In the past, people used to build temples for worship of gods, and now people are coming forward to build temples of learning, namely the educational institutions. I hope that many more liberal minded people would come forward and donate funds and properties to the cause of education, as education is the key for a happy life, and it is the paramount duty of every individual to teach every other individual. In this direction, our people are not lagging behind. Now, coming to the teaching staff, I am convinced personally that these schools and colleges are manned by most experienced, efficient, and devoted teachers. The relation between the teachers and the students is cordial, and this I know because there have been no incidents whatsoever of student unrest, disturbances, strikes, etc. in this campus since its inception, whereas it is everyday feature in many other institutions. I appreciate and congratulate the teachers and the management in this regard. I am also happy to learn that this institution is having a teacher parent association for all schools and colleges, and they meet regularly and discuss the problems to find ready solutions. This is a very healthy practice and would help the teachers and parents not only to know each other well and maintain homely atmosphere, but also to watch the regular progress of the students. I am also happy that extracurricular activities are encouraged in many fields by the managing, and this deserves appreciation. While I congratulate all those who have contributed their might in building up this great organization, I am extremely happy to inaugurate the Golden Jubilee celebrations this morning and wish you success in all your endeavors in the years to come. Dear sirs, we thank you for your letter of third instant enclosing a check for rupees 3000 in full settlement of our bills. In this connection, we have great pleasure to inform you that we are having a clearance sale of our stationery articles as it is necessary for us to dispose of some of our stocks. We are sending herewith a copy of our recent catalog as well as a few pamphlets which we think you may like to have. Our catalog describes the different items fully. You will please note that each item has been assigned a separate code number in order to enable you to make a selection. We are also sending per passenger train a few samples of the different items that we can offer. In view of the fact that this is our last clearance sale, we are giving a special discount on this occasion. We hope you will take advantage of this special offer and favor us with your valuable order, which will receive our prompt attention. We have also to inform you that during the next month we propose to increase the prices of a number of items at present included in our catalog. Increases have become necessary in view of the higher costs of raw materials which used to come formerly from foreign countries. In spite of our best efforts, we could not get the materials at a lower rate. In the circumstances, we have no alternative but to increase our prices. We extremely regret that we are forced to pass on the higher charges to our customers, but at present, this is the only alternative. As one of the long standing dealers, we think we should not take you by surprise by revising our rates without notice. Thanking you, yours faithfully.